Well, what started a lot of this, and I'll let Brian talk about it, is I can't remember if it was before Mom died or after Mom died when you all did that event for Tony. What year was that?
It was 15 years ago.
They did an event and raised a lot of money for his brother, which was diagnosed with lung cancer. And we'd come here on this porch and was going to plan another event similar to that. And that's how the conversation started. We were talking about an idea of raising money for people who are sick with cancer, but we just couldn't get the name right. So Brian pulls up one and starts talking on the porch, this is his porch. And you had an epiphany, I guess, or you had a light bulb went off on a name.
Well, I think my first thought was that if you're going to try to start a movement like this, having a title and a tagline that people can get behind is probably really good. And I didn't know your mom, wasn't fortunate enough. So I asked Jess, well, Mike, tell me a little bit about your mom. She started sharing some stuff about her, and she seemed just like an awesome woman. I remember hearing she just loves to help people. And I thought the niche you were going for with your charity, man, you weren't trying to do any kind of research. It was just helping people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Pay basic bills and things that just get you down from the treatments. So we all got hungry, if I remember correctly, and I ran up here to Annie's Pizza. And on the way, I started thinking about, a name. And so I'm trying to tie different things into the name Shirley, and nothing was working.
Which I never thought of, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that was my first thought, and it was wrong. At the time, I was trying to tie other names that involved Shirley. And then just it clicked. I said, Shirley's Way. I thought, that might be it. So I stopped and I got the pizza, and then I thought, well, we need a tagline, so let me think about that on the way home. And y'all know Shirley's is about 3 minutes away. Then I thought, people helping people. And I remember walking back up here with the pizzas, and I said, I think I got something. I'm not sure. We can just start spitballing it from there. And I said, Shirley's Way, people helping people. And it's just like the look in your eye. We tried to spitball some other ideas, and you just kept coming back to that one. And what y'all done with it since is incredible. I didn't think you thought it was going to get where it got. It was one event thing when we first sat here and thought, and look at it now. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was never planned. Some people think this was all planned with gaming and second time around stores, and it really wasn't. Our goal was we were going to have another event, and we haven't planned it yet, but we were talking about doing something similar. But the event we were planning was a red carpet walk because your brother was really struggling with cancer, but he attended that night. He seemed to have a really good time.
It was a South End red carpet, and it was basically just something to help kind of offset the cost, because it was so costly. Even after insurances kicked in and the rebates and everything, it was still $1,200 a month just for him to get treatment. And we kind of came up with an idea to start a little whatever, and you and I had kind of thought about, what, we need to do something out here, because for obvious reasons, we wanted to attract everybody.
Right.
But we wanted people in honor of, in memory of, and survivors that were going through it, so we did a little red carpet. And like I say, it kind of grew from there, and then after that, it's just absolutely taken off for what you've done so far.
I've always wanted to have our name and logo everywhere, and it's slowly working. But I just remember you, Brian, when you come up and was telling us the story, you kept talking about hands, and you may not remember this, but as you were telling us on your way back from the pizza, you kept talking, saying, I can just see your mom's hands and her helping hands, and I can just picture her hands touching and blessing and helping people. And that's kind of how we came up with the logo as well, with some hands.
Get lucky every once in a while.
Have you ever had such a great idea since?
That's it, dude.
One time?
One-shot pony.
That's hilarious. So after that night, I went home and put my kids' hands in some paint and put them on a piece of paper and kind of arranged them on a piece of paper with the word Shirley's Way under it. And that's how the logo got started.
Awesome.
But it's weird how something like that can take off with a simple conversation on a porch.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.